What's going on, sports fans? How is everybody doing this morning? Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody is enjoying themselves as best they can. I know I usually say that, but it is true, especially for us West Coasties, because it is early. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody is enjoying being up this early on the East Coast and on the West Coast, Central Time, Mountain Time. Everybody, all y'all, how you doing this morning? Welcome on in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending your time and just supporting me. Here with me this morning on Schultzy's Card Pulls, waiting for a drop this morning from Target.com. Hopefully, you guys, it is a fat one. Hopefully, we can get something for the manual users. I know, man, I was trying to refresh Target.com earlier this morning, and it seemed to be slow already. So, you know, the bots are out. See in the chat, what's going on, everybody? Much love to y'all. Phoenix Flame, morning to you, buddy. Hey, I got your blaster. I will be sending it your way shortly, buddy. I appreciate you. I guess I should just send you an email, but easier to just tell you here. But, yeah, I got your Select Basketball blaster, buddy. I appreciate you very much, and I'll be sending that your way shortly. AutoGodz, what's going on, man? Good to see ya. Good to see everybody. Silver Sport, waiting to go to sleep. What's going on, man? DJ High FX, up this late in case. Haven't slept yet. Blaze One Sports, got my stimulus. I'm going to eat. Keeping it 100. Heck yeah, Blaze. What's going on, Brody? Good morning to you too, buddy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, big boy. Mackenzie Sports Cards, he says, all day. NTUFC, is that real? Not sure. Sex Hogs for life here. Hogging, waiting for... That's hilarious. Phoenix Flame, getting a load of cards would be amazing this morning. I'll tell you what. Target.com dropping just pallets. Could you imagine, by the way, thinking, speaking of all the shipments and loads of cards going out the door, could you think of just the pallets that are actually sitting back at the Target.com warehouse of sports cards? I'll tell you what, I would love to get a picture of that someday, especially like of a big stock, you know? I don't want seriously, I don't want anything else other than just a picture of what that looks like. Tua, good morning. Rocco, good morning to you. Chocolate milk here. Chocolate milk is for champions, you guys. Braden, what's going on, man? 3 minutes away from the hot zone, you guys. 3 minutes away. Ryan says, what up, playa? How about them Raiders? The Raiders. Oh, my goodness, man. This weekend was a crazy one in the NFL. So many crazy games. Unfortunately, my lock of the week did not pan out, but that's okay. The Bengals, man, on the road against Chicago, they even had their starting quarterback, Andy Dalton, go down, and the Bengals still weren't able to win because Joe Burrow was throwing picks, although one of them wasn't his fault. I mean, goodness gracious, let's be honest. When T. Higgins just kind of drops the ball right into a defender's arms, you can't blame that on Burrow, but there were a lot of other mistakes that you could put on him. And yeah, so my lock of the week, unfortunately, the Bengals lost by only 3 on the road to the Bears, but that did not go through. Crazy Monday Night Football, too. My goodness, you guys. Anybody have Aaron Jones for their fantasy team? 4 touchdowns last night. Insania. The Blueprint 80, morning, my guy Schultzy Opal as well after that incident at the baseball game. Yeah, man, things are going okay. I'll be honest, you know, I don't have everything back yet to, like, edit, but I'm trying to make it. So, yeah, if y'all didn't see the post last week, I was robbed while I was at a Seattle Mariners baseball game last week. Unfreaking believable. My wife had a lot of stuff taken. I had a lot of stuff taken, a lot of stuff related to the channel, and... goodness gracious, it sucked. And to state for the record, when I say street parking, I didn't park in like a garage. I did pay, but it was like one of those open lots for street parking. It was literally like a $40 fee, which I'm kind of surprised the company ended up getting back to me and apologizing and giving that back as a refund, but I don't know. Anyways, I don't really want to get too far into that. Just appreciate y'all being here, trying to keep it positive, and it would just kind of be an awesome turnaround if we could get some sports cards this week. Some Optic for sure, because, oh my goodness, you guys, I know that everybody, bots, manual users, people that maybe are just getting into the hobby, are absolutely going to be trying to eat all the Optic this week. Hem Easy says your car was robbed. Yes, my wife and I, we got we got to the Mariners game last Wednesday. Right around, I don't know, I want to say like noonish, and then we parked, and the game was at 1:10, and when we came back at about 4:20, 4:30, a lot of our stuff was gone. Over like $3,000 worth of stuff was missing. Really valuable stuff. And, you go to a game, you guys, everyone's like, well, why do you bring that stuff to a baseball game? Because it necessitated just the day. It just happened to have to bring all that stuff with us. And, oh, my goodness, you guys, past 4 o'clock, we are in the hot zone. Seen a couple people mentioning it. Snowflake Breaks, Collect Culture, Christopher Coring, all says the hot zone. Absolutely. Yeah, Silver Sport, definitely, man. We weren't there. We're safe. Absolutely. Andrew says some guy almost turned $25 into $750K on a parlay. Crazy. Almost only counts in horseshoes, man. Almost only counts in horseshoes. That is a lot. That is a lot of games you got to get right. What was that, like a... If it was 750,000, was it like a 10 or 11 game parlay? Because I think the online book that I've used in the past, mybookie.ag, they only allow like 12 games maximum for a parlay. I think some books allow more. And you guys, please just takes a second. Make sure you smash that like button for me. Helps me feed two kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Appreciate it. And if it's any precursor, you guys, I was going to say 2 or 3 minutes before I logged in. And Aaron CT, I did see you, man. What's going on? I saw you coming in this morning a bit earlier, and I apologize. How about them Lions? It's going to be a long year. And the Saints, too. Freaking bad. bad. Yeah. Jared Goff seems like, he started off Monday Night Football okay, but oh my goodness. He finished off that game with a lot of turnovers, man. It was terrible. And the Lions were the parlay screwed. Minus 14 to us is 16 game parlays. Oh my God. That's crazy. 16 game parlays, you guys. I mean, I love some sports betting, and obviously a chance like that, $25, it's just a shot in the dark, but that's life-changing. Obviously, that's life-changing, and yeah, you're taken for a ride for sure, but once again, man, almost only counts in horseshoes, so giving yourself a heart attack for basically nothing at the end, which sucks. It's a fun ride, but oh, what a bitter defeat at the end. Matthew Lopez says, let's go. What's going on, man? Morning to you, Matthew Lopez. How are you, buddy? Mitchell, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Life, when it slaps you in the face, that sucks. Says the truck went down last night. Hashtag sucks indeed, man. Raymond Blaine says the Lions are in a rebuild. I don't know if Goff is there in a few years. A few years? I would venture a guess to say that Goff isn't going to be there in like 2 years. They're going to find a quarterback. There's so much young talent coming into the league right now, you guys. Jared Goff in 2 years or 3 years is going to be like Tua Tagovailoa's backup in Miami. That's what's going to happen. Miguel, what's going on, man? Top of the morning to you, buddy. How are you, bud? Good to see everybody this morning. Thank you all so much, you guys. Kraus Catering, anyone else's stores empty from a shortage? I have been seeing a lot less on my shelves lately. It's been, and not empty shelves, but, I'm seeing a lot less milk being stocked. I'm seeing a lot less things like eggs being stocked. It is not full shelves, and those are just a couple examples. It is not full shelves near me for sure. Ha! Charm City 77 says, Jets are the Jets. Yeah, I was all hyped about Zach Wilson, and unfortunately, that has not really panned out in the first 2 games of his career. Hopefully that turns around. I don't know what else to say, man. Zach Wilson, my goodness. Wow. And Jared Goff, to continue about him, Bankhead is back. What's going on? Good morning, players. Brian Lawhorn, lines have been at a rebuild for decades. It is very true. Pretty much since Barry Sanders retired, I think, since they've been in a rebuild. John F. says, my store is empty of everything. Man, that is rough to hear. I'm so sorry, John F. What's going on? Memo, how are you, bud? Hand grenades that lost by the Jets made me want to sell my Zach Wilson rookies immediately. Bowie Buckets said, man, don't jump ship on that yet. If he's like game 10 and having some crazy, I guess I understand you want to try and jump on that early. Okay, so maybe like game 4 or 5. If he's having a bad season through game 4 or 5, sell those rookies. That's my recommendation. And to continue what I was saying, you guys, about Jared Goff, the thing about quarterbacks in the NFL is that successful ones obviously look composed in the quarterback or in the pocket. You go look at quarterbacks all the way, God, to Bart freaking Starr. I mean, watch the highlights of the originals, of the greats, you guys. Joe Namath, Bart Starr included, Staubach. Like, we're talking classic guys. Theismann, Boomer Esiason, even going into the early 90s. Look at their composure in the pocket. Jared Goff does not have that. I mean, and then you compare him to current NFL guys. Look at Aaron Rodgers, even the team that they were playing last night, how he was able to stand in the pocket and take the hits. Jared Goff, it's almost, I mean, I don't mean to sound crass about it, but it's like he's too scared to take the hits. I kind of sounded like I have a 7th grade take, but it's like he's too scared to take the hits. And watching Monday Night Football last night with Goff, basically, anytime a defender got close, he would try to run away. It's at some point, you just got to try to stand there and throw strong, buddy. And that's why Peyton Manning was as good as he was. He wasn't really that mobile near the end of his career, so he had to stand there and take the hits and have the confidence in his line and be able to just kind of trust that pocket was going to be there. I mean, you see that with Tom Brady. He's too old to move, obviously. Although, like I said a few weeks ago, it looks like he's 38, so he's doing okay. Jose, great question, asking where I find the links down below in the description. And Hawk's Eye View, such a generous $2 super chat, man. Thank you so much. $2 super chat from Hawk's Eye View. I appreciate that, bud. Oh, my goodness. Good morning to you, too, man. Mr. Bonus 614 says, drain the swamp, clown. Oh, Beast in the Beauty Break says, we can always talk about Ryan Leaf. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Leaf. You know, I kind of... Ryan Leaf is somebody... I'm not going to say, like, I have a beef with what he's doing now, but he's kind of competing for the same jobs that somebody like myself would be wanting in, like, the sports broadcasting industry, doing, like, color analyst work or announcing work or hosting stuff like that. And it's only because, you know, his name and his status, and in the Pacific Northwest, he's so well known still, even if he is just kind of a lazy utterance of NFL fans as one of the worst picks, if not the worst draft pick of all time. Going to the San Diego Chargers back in the day, was it 98? Him and Peyton Manning were the top 2 picks, and you see what happened with Peyton Manning, and you see what happened with Ryan Leaf. If you don't know who Ryan Leaf is, go back and Google him, and there will be tens of, probably more than 100 documentaries of Ryan Leaf and what a bust he was. So yeah, it's funny to see guys like that, like on his 4th, 5th, or 6th chance. He's finally turned it around, so that's good, but he seems to be just kind of doing some sports analyst work here in the Pacific Northwest, and it's like, oh my God. Like, of course, that's where that guy ends up, and it's so funny. So funny, man. There are people that have been working their booties off like me trying to get a position, so you know how I feel about that. What's going on, everybody in the chat trying to catch up? Good morning, Two Bros Collectables. Stafford is good. Goff is horrible, says 718S. I mean, it seems like the Rams jettisoned Goff at the right time and are getting the best of Matt Stafford's remaining prime. If you had to ask me, hey, what's your 2-game read on that trade between the Rams and the Lions, Jordan? Gun to your head, who won the trade? I'd say Rams all day. Matt Stafford looks ready to go. Peyton Manning, amazing O-line. Are you serious? So many teams on the Colts were led by his amazing center, Jeff Saturday. And there were other guys that were on that line in Indianapolis forever. But you're kidding me, man. There's so many times that Peyton had a great line and trusted that the pocket was going to be there. Brady's the greatest player to ever play football, Kevin Robinson says. Yeah, he's hit one more Super Bowls than anybody is at quarterback. He's basically going to be running up the stats until he's close to 50 years old. I buy that argument. Phoenix Flames says Leaf has also been subbing in on Rich Eisen. So, well, you know what, man? If he's doing that, then he actually does have some talent. So I got to say good for him because they're not giving that gig to people that can't, hold a show for 3 hours. Andrew says, Schultzy, can't wait to see you on the ESPN crew. Appreciate you, man. You know, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Not sure that's ever going to happen. Would absolutely love it. We want Matthew Stafford back in Detroit, says Matthew Hawk. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Bankhead is back. I think a Mahomes card sold more than Brady's. I could be wrong, though. You might be right. However, I mean, obviously there's going to be so much happening with Pat Mahomes' career still to come, and Brady's already done it all. You got to see if Pat Mahomes is even going to match at the rate that Tom Brady did it through his career, the Super Bowl wins and the Super Bowl appearances and the stats. Brandon says, you're not supposed to hit the quarterback nowadays, says Brandon Robert Cazella. That's hilarious and pretty true. Pretty true. Chosen 1C says, can you believe Brady went in the 6th round? I cannot. No, I cannot. Guys, 4:11 now, West Coast time, 7:11 East Coast time, 6:11 Central, 5:11 Mountain time. We have not seen anything as far as monitor activity on the back end so far. I will let you know I am monitoring as I yak my face off. I am monitoring the back end links. And like I said, you guys, when I came on about 3 or so minutes before I was on for the live stream, I did get locked out of Target.com and had to reset my password. So I don't know. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that's something saying that there's a stock coming this morning. I don't know. Beast in the Beauty Break says, I feel like as a Washington fan, Taylor Hinkie might be our quarterback answer. You know, Hinkie doesn't look bad, man. I will say, though, be careful because the Washington football team for the last, close to decades since Robert Griffin has been kind of going off of the backup quarterback that turned out to be like a starter. Kirk Cousins before that. I mean, I'm just not sure that that's necessarily the greatest play. You might want to find somebody to really invest in. You know, I know Taylor Hinkie's still the young guy behind Ryan Fitzmagic, and yeah, he got the time because Fitzmagic got injured very, very early, but I don't know. I would love to see them go out and actually target somebody in the draft and grow them the right way because I think Rivera is a great coach and they have the possibility to do so. Miguel T says it might be a PS5 drop today, not getting my hopes up. Sorry, guys, muting the mic because I'm coughing. Allergies are absolutely killing me as we get closer to the month of October this morning. I bought Fire to look at, and honestly, it's not bad, says Mitchell Hans. You know, I've actually been seeing a lot of positive reviews about Topps Fire, you guys. I'm kind of mad that I didn't get myself a hobby box. So, definitely should have picked one up. If there are more, then I'm probably going to get one. Definitely a lot better than 2021. Brandon, is Fire's trash that never holds value? Yeah, although I will say 2021's Fire looks pretty decent compared to past years. Michael Trent says RG3 is a hot mess mentally. Yeah, he could not handle the spotlight, man. It was like after a year and a half or so, and obviously winning Rookie of the Year in Washington as the quarterback, man. He just could not handle it being the guy. And some people can't. You know, I'm not trying to make fun of him or say anything bad about him. That just, that is a lot to handle. Mitchell Hahn says, Kenny Stabler. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Throwback reference. Kenny Stabler. If you're too young to know who Kenny Stabler is, he was a quarterback for the Raiders back in, I believe, or not Stabler. Kenny Stabler was, I'm thinking of George Blanda, excuse me. I'm confusing Kenny Stabler with George Blanda. I was going to say that Kenny Stabler was the guy that turned kicker, but that is George Blanda. I am very tired, excuse me. No, Kenny Stabler. Totally different quarterback. Optic isn't out this week, says Coleman Coco. You know what? I've seen things going both ways on that, but I wouldn't be surprised. People were asking me when I was watching a break with Shy City over the weekend what the chances of Optic were, and I said 60% this week and then 100% of a retail basketball Optic drop the week after that. Yeah, Stabler is a GOAT, the Snake in the 70s, Blanda in the 60s. Yeah, thank you, guys. I'm just so tired. I'm like mixing up all these classic quarterbacks. MJ Holdings. What could I score? Some cheap supplies, tops, loaders, penny sleeves. Honestly, Bowie Buckets, I've been trying to figure that out, and I really can't give you guys an answer because the shortage on actual supplies is very real right now. Flock of Baby says, can you help me find the value of this card I got? I mean, usually eBay comps are the best, but that's a bit harder to do sometimes if it's like a shorter numbered parallel. All day asking, why don't Ray Lewis's cards sell? I mean, barely. Well, one, he's a defensive player, which usually, traditionally, they don't sell as high as offensive players. And two, his legal troubles back in the early 2000s or late 90s to early 2000s involving being suspected of murder or suspected of something, being with people that committed a murder. So that would be the reason that Ray Lewis cards don't sell for very much. Sorry. Go back on YouTube. You can find all those. You can find all those mentions of Ray Lewis and the stories from back in the day. Aaron CT says, you know, a great place to get penny sleeves of late. GameStop has been stocking them regularly. Wow, that's actually not too bad. And you guys do check Target, even though they don't necessarily have the best boxes of sports cards right now. I have still been finding penny sleeves at Target and Walmart as well. Raul Banaga with the $2 super chat. Good morning to you too, man. How are you guys? Yeah, exactly. Ray, yeah. Yes. Bastion says Ray Lewis killed a guy. Exactly. That is the reason why his cards don't sell very well. Sorry. I mean, y'all want to talk about like O.J. Simpson. Yeah, there's a whole other slew of NFL players that have been in that same ilk of being accused of a very similar crime. Yeah, that's probably all I should say about that. We should just talk about happy things. Matthew Lopez says, Pat's new quarterback rookie card taken off, Mac Jones. And I thought he would, man. Mac Jones is a stud. Bill Belichick finally going with a young kid in the draft, and you know what that meant, that if he keyed in on somebody, he thought that he was going to have what it takes. And Bill Belichick ain't going to be coaching forever, man. It's like, all right, I got to pick a guy in a quarterback in this draft that I'm going to leave all my knowledge with and do the best that I can to train. And then impart with everything that I've learned before I fade off into the sunset and enjoy the rest of my life in retirement, because, man, that guy's worked so hard for so long. He deserves to just kind of hang it up and be considered the best coach that has ever lived. As much of a jerk as he is, Belichick is the best coach that has ever lived. Talk to the trainer. I mean, gosh, Bill Belichick, man, it's just like, we're on to Cincinnati. It's so great. Go watch Bill Belichick press conferences, man, if you're not familiar with him. Yeah, see, we're starting to see the mentions of the other names. Ray Caruth, Aaron Hernandez. Yeah, you guys. We have not seen any movement on the back end this morning as of yet. Almost 4:20 Pacific time, 7:20 East Coast time, 7:19 to be exact, 6:19 Central, 5:19 Mountain. Jason Lord says Mac Jones will be an all-time great because the Niners didn't draft him. Hey, man. Just because the Niners drafted Trey Lance does not mean that he's not going to be great. Oh my God, Phoenix Flame, you're hilarious. Why isn't Ray Caruth rookie worth anything? All right. Yeah, we should probably start talking about some better characters. I don't want YouTube to like see the names and the words popping up in this chat and then start to like recommend it to less people. It's just saying. Opinion on Purple Star Mellow Comp, says Zafan Dawson. Honestly, talking Optic? Man, Optic is so hard to value right now because it's going to go down immediately. Like here in another 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to see cards selling for less than they're selling right now because retail is going to come out, and then you're going to see the market flooded with base LaMelo balls and whatnot. Bots on, or Boston Finest says, Boston Finest, there we go, trying to figure out what those letters and words say together. Says Boston Finest says, I'm this close to getting a bot. Yeah, man, I understand. People that don't normally just want to flip, that are just trying to get cards, are considering getting bots at this point, and I get it. I totally get it. At this point, it's so hard to get your hands on boxes in stores at Walmart. And you see the only way that people are getting like tons and tons of boxes are bots. So you feel like, well, shoot, if you can't beat them, join them. And there are cheaper options out there. I understand. I understand the frustration. It looks like it may be in the morning. Talking about a restock, says Brian Lawhorn. We are still in the hot zone, you guys, for about another 20 or 30 minutes. And we have seen backloads happen later than right now. So we're not out of the woods yet, but I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even say it's not looking good, you guys. It's too early to say it's not looking good. And I'm working hard, you guys. Please do me a favor. Smash that like button for me. Show me some love. It helps me feed 2 kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Just like Bankhead His Back says, smash that like button. Show some love. I appreciate you, man. Fist bump back at you. Grant Faraday says, okay, guys, what should I do? Prestige Mac Jones auto. Ooh. Is it numbered, man? If it's numbered, I'd say sell it. Oh, what up, Tri-City Polls? Yo, what up, my brother? Hope all is well. Have a fantastic day, my guy. Tri-City Polls, you too, man. I appreciate you checking in. I'm sure you are preparing for work because you are a hardworking man, per usual, up this early, so... Dude, I appreciate you. Appreciate you checking on in, man. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you are feeling as awake as you can this morning. The Coolies has got to find an Ultra Pro monitor. That's hilarious. Yeah, supplies. Short supply right now. Brandon Robert Cozella says, Schultzy, they say you have a bot secretly. I don't. I absolutely don't have a bot secretly. I mean, I've thought about getting a bot, and honestly, you guys, if I did get a bot, I would say so. But no, I don't have a bot. I don't have anything. It is all manual for me. It's the only way that I've been able to score cards up to this point. You know, I have considered getting it because I need them for the channel, but I haven't done so. So... Nothing backloaded, Poke Fiends. Unfortunately, we have not seen anything on Target.com's end as far as new sports cards or Optic or more Donruss football or anything like that. Boston's Finest is a $5 super chat. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate that, you guys. That is awesome. Dude, super generous of you. Thank you so much. You guys rock. You guys freaking rock. Phoenix Flame says, usually stuff is loaded by 5 on the back end if there is a drop. That is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct, Phoenix Flame. Dan says, hit a restock yesterday at Target. They're stocking some football and baseball. Score Football Top Series 2. That's soccer. Yeah, we're seeing more Targets adding cards back in store, you guys. Maybe they're going to get the valuable stuff. Maybe. Oh, Paul Emmerling, dude, you're so cool. Says, just subbed, let's get you to 10K. Yeah, oh my goodness, you guys, I'm on the road to 10K. I cannot believe it. Hopefully we get to 10K subscribers soon. I'm going to be ripping a hobby box, something awesome, and then I'm going to be giving something away as well, like I usually do with my milestone giveaways. So it's going to be lit, you guys. And if you like giveaways, Chi City Pulse says, yeah, time to work. Stop by to say hello and to see if anything is dropping. Dude, I love you, man. Appreciate you. Unfortunately, we haven't seen anything drop as of yet today. However, we still got another 20-25 minutes for me before I would officially call it. I still think it could drop. Yeah, GoBirds _18 says restock tomorrow, y'all. You know, it could be, but hey, we still got another 20-25 minutes to wait before that could be considered a certainty. And honestly, it could still be Thursday. It has been Wednesday the last 3 weeks, so I am not surprised that Target, if they wanted to try and screw things up this week with people that are just waiting on Wednesdays, wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to do today or if they wanted to do Thursday. Train the Swamp 2.0 says, you don't have a bot, laughing like I'm lying. I really don't. I mean, you could say, guys, I try to be one of the most honest people out here, and I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I literally do not have a bot. I don't. Stellar is the cheapest option out there. That is true. And yeah, you guys, as I was mentioning, yeah, if you like giveaways, check out my membership. I do have a monthly cello and blaster drawing. Premium boxes and packs given away here on Schultzy's card pulls every single month. John F says, later, everyone. Looks like he's calling it early. Think it's a little too early to call it, man, but I understand. Head on back to bed. I get it. YG805 with the 99-cent super chat. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. That rocks. Thank you, guys. It's just super generous. Watch this. When this drop happens, it's going to be a big one. Watch this, Caviar Collectables. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big one, man. I absolutely agree. Going to be huge this week. Marcus Vassell Art says bots are expensive. Yes, they are. However, the cheaper options like Lex.io and Stellar, they only run about $200 to $400, I think, maybe $500 max, with like a monthly payment of I think $30 or so. And that's the cheapest one out there, and they actually do get successful on Target, and they do get people boxes. I won't lie. CJ asking if there's a Discord yet. You know, you guys, unfortunately, no Discord yet on my end. I have been trying to just sit down. There have been two things that I've been really wanting to do that I haven't been able to do yet the last 2 weeks. That is sit down and respond to like the 600 or 700 comments that I haven't gotten to over the past month on my channel, which I apologize. I want to go and respond to all the comments that I've seen on all the different videos that I have not actually gotten to respond to yet, and I deeply feel bad about that, and I apologize, and I will get to that. And then the other is get the Discord finished. So those two things, unfortunately, because you know, the whole fighting for that job that I did not get, and then getting robbed last week. Yeah, car broken into at the Mariners game, over $3,000 worth of stuff stolen, kind of has forced me to take some time and deal with some other stuff. So I do apologize, you guys. Yeah, Bankhead is back, says, we got to get you one going, brother. Yeah, absolutely, man. I know a couple people have said they would help with that. I absolutely will hit somebody up very soon because I feel like I'm just delaying at this point. I feel bad. Miguel T says, hit me up, Schultz. I'll help you with the Discord. Dude, thank you so much. Yeah, you know, Miguel and Bankhead is back. I will absolutely reach out to both of you guys later. I appreciate that. Because, yeah, that's I've set up the basics of it, but I still kind of have to connect a couple other things and get some of like those other programs in there connected to set up just, you know, those finishing touches and make it like an actual nice Discord. I want it to be a community. The Discord that I'm planning on, it's going to be free, and it's just going to kind of have these links here that I post in the description of every single stream, and then Also, just a community where you can trade and buy and sell and have a place to hang out, talking about cards and collectibles. The coolie's asking what they take. They took my wife's work laptop. They took my really nice Coach bag, which contained my iPad, which had all of my channel stuff on it. My nice Sennheiser headphones, man. My Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Bunch of stuff. Brian Lawhorn says, do you think the Chiefs have the Super Bowl hiccup? I mean, Pat Mahomes always plays well later in games than he does early, and that's what happened week 1. Just because week 2 doesn't necessarily go the same way for the Chiefs doesn't mean they have like a Super Bowl hiccup. So I'm not convinced that the Chiefs are doing terribly yet at all. Dennis says the bot argument is the same as steroids back in the 90s. I mean, that's actually not a horrible comparison. I think I kind of like that comparison, actually. Cody says, stop saying you were robbed. Okay, what was robbed like the definition of gunpoint? Is that... Okay, well, then I was a victim of a theft. Tim says, coming to Seattle next week to watch my trash-ass Angels. Any recommendations to do in this city? Go to Pike's Market, Pike's Place. Definitely check out the Space Needle if you want. And take a ferry ride. The Sound Museum is also pretty awesome if that is open right now. A lot of cool things to do. And ooh, there's like Underground Seattle. If you haven't been to Seattle, there's an Old Town Underground Seattle tour that you can take. I would highly recommend that as well. Geo says, see no cards today as we pass 432 on the West Coast, 732 on the East Coast, you guys. We have not seen anything yet. Have not seen anything on the back end as of yet, but we still got another 20 minutes or so for the hot zone to finish up before I would actually say that there is no stock officially this morning. Tommy asking, was my car new car? Yeah, it was basically a year old. It's a 2020 Volkswagen Tiguan. Actually, kind of this color. Really liked it. My wife and I picked it out, and because we're huge Mariners fans. David Barron says, where's the music? It's probably just a little low right now. John asking if video games are the next shoes or sports cards. I don't think so, man. I think video games, especially the retro ones, have always had like that following and collectability. You've seen, like original consoles, and for instance, that early PlayStation, Super Nintendo like concept that somebody found in their attic. What that sell for? What? I'm thinking like a close to $1 million or $2 million. So classic games and consoles have always had millions into them, investment wise for collectors. So no, I think that those are just kind of there as a collectible. I don't think they're like the new shoes or cards. MEZ, did they break your car window? Yeah, they busted in the back window. Yes, they did. They absolutely did. Ryan says, see you tomorrow. Have a good day. You too, Ryan Swigert, man. Thanks for stopping by. Man, Jubert says it's Pike, not Pikes. I should know that, man. I've been going since like I was 10. Going to see Cooperstown in 2 weeks, says Steve Starr. I'm very jealous, man. I would love to go to the Hall of Fame for baseball. I would just love to go to the Hall of Fame for every single major sport in North America, to be perfectly honest. And I was very jealous when the Field of Dreams game happened this summer and I was not there. Okay, what, Dave? What are you... Weird. Yeah, all right. Yeah, guys, we're gonna Dave is saying some weird stuff. We're gonna ban him. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't understand why he's here saying that weird stuff. Okay, good to go. Anyways, yep, banned. Bye, guys. Cooperstown, everything is sold out, says Nancy Pelosi. Good luck getting a room. I have a hotel in Hunadilla. Let me know. Oh, wow. Wow. That's awesome. How do I get a bot, says Technics? I can never buy anything. Well, they are usually sold out on, like, their respective websites. However, if you look in on Twitter into certain, like, free Discord groups, usually people are selling them or renting them. So if you aren't experienced with a bot, you could actually try to maybe rent one for a week or two, figure it out that way, have somebody talk you through it, and see if you want to do that or not. Jesus Christ Cards says LMFAO Schultzy was sick. Man, I appreciate you. Michael says, coffee guy? If so, better in Seattle. I am a huge coffee guy, and to be honest, I will say I try to drink other places other than just like Starbucks, which is the coffee that comes out of Seattle, but Seattle has the best coffee right in the city. Not just like at the Starbucks. They have different brews for all of those locations directly in Seattle, but all the other coffee shops there, they are all some of the best coffee in the U.S., not around the world. Are you kidding me? You go to Italy, I think you go to some places in the Middle East and Turkey, and they actually, the way that they brew coffee, it's just so much different. And I don't know, apples and oranges in some cases. South America obviously has some amazing coffee. The way I've been to Brazil, the way they brew it, I believe with sugar crystals in with the coffee grounds. Oh, it's just amazing. So that I would say Seattle has the best coffee in the United States, but worldwide, there's so many other better places. Drain the Swamp 2.0 has picked up a Commodore 64 for $30 this weekend. A Commodore 64, you're throwing it back video game consoles wise, man. Hawaii Cravings Pack Rip says, Schultz, you come in Hawaii? I can get you updated on the drops here. Dude, thank you so much. Send me an email. I will be in Hawaii on during the last week of October. I'm not quite sure exactly which day yet, but yeah, I will be in Hawaii the last week of October on in the city of Honolulu. So I think that's the island of Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'll be in Honolulu the last week of October. Steve McNair died, LOL. Oh my goodness, your screen name is terrible. How are we doing? It looks like that we really haven't seen a drop as of yet this morning, you guys. That screen name threw me off, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, DBC, about another 13 minutes to officially call that there isn't a drop this morning. Thank you, Nick, says Oahu. Appreciate you, buddy. Hawaii is another island. It's the island of Oahu. Thank you. Marcus says, hey, Schultz, is your email in the video descriptions? Yes, my email, schultzyscardpulls@gmail.com, is in all the video descriptions. Absolutely. Yeah, Oahu, bro. Thank you. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I've only been to Maui, so I apologize for screwing that up. I've only been to Kaanapali Beach in Maui, and so that is why I'm screwing that up. I apologize. There's 2 Walmarts in Honolulu that stock product once or twice a week. Dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. Hopefully I can make a nice Hawaii card hunting video, you guys. Big drop tomorrow, says Marcus Herzog. Yeah, you guys, we are waiting for another 11 or 10 minutes or so before I can officially call that there is no drop today. However, we still have another 10 minutes in the hot zone, so I will not officially call it as of yet, anybody. Do you collect any specific players or teams? Yeah, my Seattle Mariners, huge fan. He's down right now, but I love Kyle Lewis. Love Kyle Lewis. Also, the Portland Trailblazers. I'm a Justin Herbert fiend because I was a huge Ducks fan before Justin Herbert was really known to the rest of the public. So always have been a huge Justin Herbert fan as well. Backyard breaks on TikTok starting at 9 a.m. Schultzy in the backyard is my day plan, said Chris. I appreciate that, Chris. I've seen backyard breaks on like Insta or YouTube a bit. Matthew Garner with the $3 super chat says, awesome channel, dude. Thank you so much, man. That is too nice of you. Man, I appreciate you. Oh, Marcus Facel Art says, I'm going to send you some fire to open on one of these morning drop videos. Dude, I appreciate that. I would love that. Yeah, if you got some fire to send me, man, I would love to open that for everybody while we wait. Absolutely. M-Easy says Bowman Chrome coming out soon, too. Yes, absolutely. Bowman Chrome is coming out soon. Bowman Chrome coming out, I believe next month. Mosaic Basketball will finally be coming out after it was delayed. But we have Optic Retail coming out soon after Optic Basketball has been released. And then, you guys, finally, as we get into football season, we're really going to see some of that Mosaic football, some PRIZM football for current season players in their NFL unis. Late in the year, that is going to be awesome. I cannot wait. Richard Sestash says, I pulled a Jared Kelnick redemption. I am so jealous of everybody pulling the Kelnick redemptions. They are selling for way too much. They're out of my price range. I cannot afford a Kelnick redemption, unfortunately. The only way I'm going to get my hands on one is if I pull one. And dang it, I haven't pulled one yet out of Topps Chrome. AutoGodz is looking like a Wednesday drop again. We are seeing, as of the last 3 weeks, you guys, and we'll look at the calendar here really quick. We are seeing a trend of Wednesday drops. That has been the last 3 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if Target is kind of starting to get lazy again with what their plan is. However, they will switch this up at one point. So don't just depend on it always being Wednesdays. I promise you they're going to switch it up at some point. I promise you. Cameron asking if buying hobby is worth the risk. It depends on the product, my friend. I mean, if you can get a life-changing $50,000 card out of a $900 hobby box, you know, to some people it's worth the risk. If you can get that same card, but the chances are way, 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 way tinier out of a $200 box, to some people that's worth the risk. Michael says, Excel vendor confirmed big Target in-store drop for anniversary. That would be awesome. I wish they would confirm that publicly somewhere. I have not seen my Excel vendor anywhere lately for months. Mike Peace says, Schultzy, you're what the hobby needs. Great content, man. Dude, I appreciate you with that fire emoji, Mike. Thank you so much. I hope that I'm doing it, guys. I hope that I'm making the content that y'all want to watch. I do daily content like this Monday through Friday, either a stream or a live stream or a video. Bradley says, what's up from the farthest from you in the USA, Key West? Bradley, what's going on, man? How are you, bud? My wifey and I want to visit Key West sometime. I'll tell you what. JR Meyer, one of my longtime Patreon supporters, now YouTube members, says, what's up, Schultzy? How are you, JR? Thank you so much for stopping on by for this morning live stream. Waiting for cards to drop on Target.com, you guys. And nothing has been a red card exclusive the past 2 weeks. So it seems that they are dropping off of that kind of plan to try and combat the bots. It didn't work anyways. So Bankhead is back. Earlier, I did see that you had sent a message about supporting like a charity live auction or something, man. I missed exactly what you said, so send me an email, and I can try and get back to you about that, brother. No worries. Brian Lawhorn says, I have seen the vendor in my Target, and they've said they are all trying to get cards back into Target. That's crazy. I would bet if that did happen, it would be around Thanksgiving. So look for the month of November to be something special possibly happening with Target. Bradley says, thanks, man. I'm a charter captain. I can take you fishing. Dude, Wifey and I would love that. Wifey and I would love that. That's great. We love boats. I grew up fishing. Absolutely. Dawn says, the Excel vendor at Target yesterday stocked some lower-end baseball football, hung up 20 Chronicles football packs, took pics, then took them off the shelves as a few of us were waiting. Sketchy stuff. Dawn, you got to report that to Excel. You got to email them, tell them exactly which store that happened at and when. They want to know about that stuff. That's very sketchy, you guys. If you see any shady vendor behavior from either MJ Holdings or Excel, I've personally talked to my local Excel vendor. They want to know about all the shady behavior. They absolutely want to know. Chris asking, Black Friday crazy restock? Absolutely not. They are not going to add to the madness that they have with all these other products being released. They are not going to add to the madness of a Black Friday restock of everything else. Electronics, $4 socks, $12 vacuums, $5 kitchen appliances. No way they're going to add cards to that mix. Lori says, Schultzy, could you provide your thoughts on the upcoming optic that is out? When and the quality of any hot pulls? Yeah, absolutely. When I get my hands on some optic, absolutely, you guys. I don't think I'm going to be buying a $900 hobby box, unfortunately, unless I somehow get super lucky and flush in the next week or two. But I will be opening some retail. And any of the big hits, I mean, I did see, I think it was Run Good Life's hobby box. The quality control was pretty bad on some of the packs. And then even the auto that he had, it was a great card. Go watch it. It was a great auto parallel of a rookie, but the signature was kind of terrible. It's a little smidged or smudged, and it's obviously, as a colored parallel of like a chromium card, it's going to be harder for there not to be surface defects. So I don't know. The quality of those pulls, they're all high right now, but just like any other release, it's going to go down. Jason asking, how do I report MJ Holdings stalker being shady? The Walmart employees can't do anything about the shady stalkers. That's true, man. And the police are already so overstretched in different other calls in many cities right now that they just don't have time to come deal with that. Yeah, why okay, let's see. I saw Tri-City pull a Photon Ant-Man. That is awesome. And then, yeah, 502 had a bad box as well. Says Slick Rip the Ruler. It's kind of crazy how you now see with all these openings on YouTube how awful Panini, especially Panini's current quality control is. Chico Carrillo says, I'll go halves with you on a hobby. You know what, man? I don't think my wife wants me spending $400 on a hobby box either, to be perfectly honest, you guys. I'll be perfectly blunt with you there. You're very welcome, Lori. Yeah, just Lori, if you're opening a box now of Optic, just like with any other product, if you pull a big hit and you are trying to recoup the investment rather than, send it off to PSA maybe to recoup the investment big time and get like kind of a crazy lottery type of hit, I would sell it as quick as possible. You got two options. You can either try to get the money immediately. You can try to get PSA or one of these other grading companies to up the value if you think it's going to be a 10. Or you can hold on to it because you love it and you think it's a PC. So, honestly, you've got different options. And if you're trying to get money as quickly as possible, that's what I would recommend that you do the most. Just sell it ASAP because, like I said, the value of the raw singles will always go down right after a product comes out. All right, you guys, we are close to the end of the hot zone. 4:49 Pacific time, 7:49 East Coast time, 6:49 in the Central, and now 6:50 in the Central time zone, 5:50 Mountain time. All right, you guys, it does not look like there's going to be a drop today. I'm going to hang around for about 10 or 15 more minutes, but then I will officially call it and say that there will be no drop on Target.com, and we'll have to be back Wednesday morning, but that's okay, guys. I'll be back. I'll have the links in the description. I'll be here answering questions about anything, logins, or procedures that y'all need answered about Target.com restocks. Steve asking if PRIZM Megas have been up all morning. Let's check that out, you guys. There have been some products in stock still as of last week, and it looks like the PRIZM Baseball Mega Boxes are still on Target.com. Yeah, I don't see anything changing. They are still in stock. Both the blasters and the Megas, it looks like. There we go. Cameron asking what my thoughts on HGA grading are. I have not had a chance to personally check them out yet, but my initial thoughts are that I like the look of their custom slabs. I'm not exactly sure what the long-term, value of those slabs are. I don't see very many, if any, 10s given out by HGA, so I think they're trying to be strict, which I think is great. If they have a strict thing with giving out 10s and a strict grading policy, then you know that they are trying to hold themselves in some higher esteem and higher regard. So I personally, if you guys want to check them out, I would recommend doing so just to see what the product itself is and kind of what you're getting when you hold it in your hand. Phoenix, his PRIZM Megas were there all morning. Pick them out for the day. See you tomorrow, Schultzy. Heck yeah, you guys. I'll be live again. The stream will start at 3:45. I'll be on at 3:55 Pacific time, 6:45 East Coast time. Do me a huge favor, you guys. Make sure as you are leaving in the next few minutes, I'll be on for another 10 or 15 minutes, but smash that like button on your way out. Please, it really helps me out. It is super, super quick, and you have no idea how much YouTube puts on those like smashes, you guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so one way you can help me, just super, super quick. Yeah, just smash that like button on your way out. No drop, rip a box, says Grant. I might be able to do that. I think I have like one more select hanger I can rip. See if I can pull a tiger. Would love that. Marks is out. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Mark. The Amazing Card Ninja says SGC is poppin', worth it. Is SGC the tuxedo, the black and white label? That's not too bad. Or is that CSG? Barnes & Noble with rewards cards, says Michael Mercado. That's actually not a bad plan. If you can get discounts, then absolutely do so. CyberX Sports Cards and Collectables says, see you tomorrow, Schultzy. Dude, I will see you tomorrow. CyberX, I promise you, your Prestige Mega Box is coming out on the channel this week, my friend. Editing it as we speak. I had done a bunch of work on it, but that was on my iPad. And so I have to redo that, but that is coming out later this week, man. SGC better than HGA, says Toe Jones. Cito asking what time I go live tomorrow. As I just said, you guys, I will be live 3:45 Pacific time, 6:45 East Coast time. A red line fire break says tuxedos get you 60 to 70% value of PSA. I think it's worth the turnaround and cost. Okay. That is a good take, and it's actually a smart take, and I've not heard that before. Hawks Eye Views says PRIZM is way overpriced. Beep Boof says you have any thoughts on PRIZM Draft Picks football? It's a fun set to try and like collect the rainbow of your favorite player because it's a little bit easier than say like regular PRIZM or Optic or Mosaic because it's obviously a bit cheaper to get your hands on at first. So I think it's great for collectors and guys that are trying to key in on like one specific player. But overall, if you're trying to buy it for some value and you're trying to hold it long term, I would not do that. Michael G says, Schultz, I decided to take your advice on select singles. I listed a bundle on eBay for LaMelo courtside, Ant-Man courtside, Tyrese Maxey courtside with 3 select hangers and 1 select blaster. Nice. That's a good bundle, man. That's a very good bundle. Somebody's going to grab that quick, dude. Matthew Lopez says, good night. To quote Jim Rome, good night now. Lions and Sons, sports card, comics, and more. What's going on? Good morning to you, my friend. Michael Mercado says, last time went to bed a bit early. It dropped PRIZM late at 4:45 Pacific. I step until 5 always. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's why I always stay up until 5 as well. You never know what could all of a sudden drop or Target all of a sudden change up their plan, but I am fairly confident saying that there is no drop this morning. And yeah, you guys, once again, if you do like giveaways and you do like to score cards, check out my membership. I got some really cool different tiers going on. I got a $5, basically a $4.99 monthly tier where you can win a cello pack, a premium cello pack every single month. And then on the $9.99 tier, we do a blaster box or better giveaway. And I got a couple of prizes on that tier every single month. So check out my membership, you guys, if you would like to take part in. You see all those different Patreon streams that I've had over the past year. It's essentially the same thing, and I'm doing that on YouTube now. So everything has long-term value, says First Last, just not as much as others. Hashtag facts. You know what? That's very true. Everything overall, long-term, will be resellable and will have some value. However, some boxes will be tenfold, some boxes will be twofold. You're right. Absolutely. Joe's Card Stash says, I'm out. Peace, Schultzy. Thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate you for dropping on in, man. And yeah, I know everybody. Hopefully, you'll all be back tomorrow for a possible Target.com restock. Unfortunately, it does not look like there is a drop today. However, I still think this week is going to be a fat restock, you guys. There was not much product dropped last week at all. Rudy says, ain't free giveaways when you're still paying for the membership. Well, yeah, I hear you, man, but it's just a way of supporting the channel, and you can talk to people that have won these giveaways. You can win a blaster box or a mega box for $10 a month, man. It's crazy. $10 1 month could get you a blaster box, and you're also helping me do this and make it a full-time gig. So, I mean, I'm being honest and upfront, man. I'm not trying to hide anything. Not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. Patrick P. asking about golden grading. You know, I have actually not seen golden grading before, or many slabs from them, to be perfectly honest. Definitely a newer company, I think, or one that has not gotten as much publicity as the others. Very weird. Scott asking if anything dropped. Unfortunately, I do not think that there is going to be a drop this morning. We're out of the hot zone, so no products dropping on the back end on Target.com this morning, you guys. But that means there's going to be something fat tomorrow, that's for sure. Meyer trying to stop the scalpers. $40, still cheaper than eBay resale. Yeah, the thing is, Meyer and Walmart are both raising their in-store prices to try and combat resellers, which I'm not surprised. The dynamic pricing from Panini themselves and Topps themselves raising blaster boxes up and then the store's doing it, trying to get in on those profits as well. I am not surprised that that's what's happening. Eric says, new here. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for the updates. Absolutely, Eric. You are so welcome, man. Trying to help everybody out as best that I can. Backpack says, love waking up at 6 a.m. Central and having someone to watch while I get ready for the day. Thanks for what you do, Schultzy. You are so welcome. And Chris and Danny says, thanks for the wisdom, Schultzy. Love what you do. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, trying to help you out. Trying to do the best I can. Carl says, man, y'all act like Schultzy is supposed to do something for nothing. I bet you wouldn't do what he is doing. I am out here, you guys. I don't mind doing it for free. I just ask that if you are willing to support me along the way. Obviously, I'm getting ad money from all of these things, so it's not like you're all my sole source of like support or anything like that. But it's just, I'm building a community, and the way to do it is to offer up really, really great extras in exchange for membership like that. And like just the other day, Saturday, it was supposed to be Friday, but got moved to Saturday. We had a select Mega Box giveaway. It was awesome. So, Malik Colvin says, we appreciate everything you do, man. I appreciate you. You guys, you being here are the reason that I am here. I love being on the mic. I want to be an entertainer. I love sports cards. It all works out perfectly. Michael Mercado says, see you tomorrow. Thanks, Schultzy. Thank you so much, man. Absolutely see you tomorrow. Matt says, what would be the next best grading company to send cards into? I think, you're not paying $200 a card for PSA. Absolutely not. I mean, Beckett has some pretty long delays as well right now. That would be the second best card to send card grading company to send it into. But if you're not going with them, I would look into SGC or HGA. Patrick P says, you have my like. Thank you so much, Patrick P. Dude, I appreciate you. That means a lot. M-Easy, see you tomorrow, playa. Absolutely, everybody. See y'all tomorrow. If CGC didn't have such ugly labels, I would like them, says Poke Lane YouTube. And somebody earlier, I apologize, I missed this earlier in the chat. Somebody was asking me if I was into Pokemon or I ever ripped Pokemon. You know, I haven't ripped Pokemon as of late. I haven't really gotten into ripping Pokemon on Schultzy's card pulls, but that could change in the future. I mean, there are just so many other guys that are so much bigger ripping Pokemon cards. It just doesn't really make sense for me to try and compete doing that. The sports card niche on YouTube is still blowing up and growing right now. And I am proud. Absolutely. I mean, honestly, it just blows my mind. I am proud and honored and humbled to be a part of the, what do you want to say, 20, 30, 40, 50 creators making sports card videos that people in the hobby actually kind of talk about and know on YouTube. It's crazy. So I hope to be a part of that niche as it grows. Trying to focus on the Pokemon card niche, though. I mean, Leonard and those other guys, they're already doing it so well. So it just wouldn't make sense for me to get into ripping Pokemon, unfortunately. Until I hit like 50,000, 100,000 subscribers, it just really won't make sense for me to do that. Michael says, can't wait for Walmart clearance blasters to come back, LOL. I'm not sure that Walmart's clearance blasters are ever coming back, man. I think that all of those discounted older year or two products are a thing of the past. Clay Wynn says, Jav's family had videos showing PRIZM Blaster at Walmart had sticker barcode over the original, $34.99, scan original, it comes up $19.99. Exactly. Walmart trying to get that extra money too. Yeah, Walmart sees how much those blasters are being sold for, and they're like, well, we want that extra $10 per blaster. That's like $1 million or $2 million extra. When you look at it over the course of a quarter, probably. So they'd be dumb not to want that. But Bank said his back says Pokemon never get injured is the only upside. That's funny. Brian Lawhorn says, well, time to get ready for work. Time to go save a life. My alarm set for 3 a.m. and it says Schultzy time. See you tomorrow. Brian, thank you so much, man. Go work hard and then make sure that you relax and get yourself rested and recouped, buddy. Appreciate what you do for everybody out there. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. And yeah, I know I've been saying it, but smash the like button on your way out. I will be here. It is 5:04. I'll be here for about another 5 or 6 minutes. I will officially sign off at 5:10 Pacific time this morning, 8:10 East Coast time. Poke Lane YouTube YT says, imagine if Pokemon cards came numbered or you can get autographs from voice actors. That would be dope. I agree. I think Poke Lane, they don't want to go the way of sports cards, but if you could get like numbered parallels of a Charizard, yeah. I think if you're looking for a way to make Pokemon more interesting or to add like a layer, that's the way to do it for sure. Prats has picked up Rogue One Star Wars packs. There you go, man. Some people are into that, and some people are just looking for something to rip, too. So they're jonesing, and they see Star Wars packs, so they grab them. And you guys, speaking of jonesing, if you would like something to rip, there are cards available on Target.com this morning for sale. You got this Topps Fire Baseball Blaster, the Topps Baseball Gypsy Queen Blaster. Both run in $19.99. Allen and Ginter as well, baseball. Also run at $20. A Prestige Football Blaster. Those aren't a bad rep, you guys. They're actually flush with parallels. I would check out those Prestige Football Blasters. PRIZM Draft Picks Fat Packs. The boxes of 12 or $120. Those are in stock. You also got blasters of those for $20. Then the Topps MLB Complete Set. I would avoid buying those from Target. If you wanted the complete sets, you guys, buy them at Walmart. Buy the green boxes. Those come with possible parallels. And like there's an entire set out there that's a one of one. So none of those other ones, the purple, the red, or the other colors, other than the green, have the sets out of $2.99, $99, and $1. And I'm fairly sure my dad picked up a couple. I think it says like 1 in every 3 boxes of those green Topps full series set from 2021 is a parallel. So you may not get a numbered parallel, but you get like, I think it's like a starred parallel. So if you're looking for those Topps complete sets, get the green ones from Walmart only. And then, yeah, you guys, other than that, it looks like we do have some PRIZM baseball still up. Just the blasters and megas. But lots of products, not necessarily great ones for people to rip. If you're interested in ripping something. Brad Selden Esquire says, hi, I've gently caressed the like button. Thank you, Brad. Thank you for gently caressing that like button, man. I appreciate it. Miguel T says, pulled a Tiger Poku in one of my breaks last week. That's pretty crazy, man. I think that's a good card from what I've seen. John asking what happened to JR Sports Cards. Just going to school, man. He had school, work. I believe he has the chance to be a college athlete as well. And with all those 3 things happening at the same time, something had to give, you guys. And YouTube was that give, which I understand. Shoot, if I had the chance to be a college athlete like that, yeah, I would stop streaming as well, to be perfectly honest. But you know what? That's just the way it goes for some people, and I'm happy that he is able to be doing something that he wants to do. Friend/bug, has anything dropped? I slept in, dude. You slept in, and that's okay. You slept in through nothing. There was no sports card drop this morning, you guys. No sports card drop. Grant says, just Optic, no, nothing today. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys, does not look like there was anything dropped on the back end, so that means no drop for Target.com this morning, but we will be back tomorrow. And if they're not there tomorrow, I'll be back Thursday and Friday. That's the thing, though. Once again, I've said this many times. You really hope that it's not a Friday restock, because if they didn't stock every single day during the week and then just left it for Friday, there would be no chance for manual users to get anything, because all the bots know that that's the day that it's going to drop. So it would honestly be better if Target didn't drop on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, if they just skipped that week and then went right on to the next Tuesday. Because trying to smash it all in for that Friday, with manual users competing for bot users. It ends up being just a bleep show. And we saw Target trying to do that, just having a normal Friday morning online restock, and it didn't go very well. They're like, okay, you know what? Maybe manual users can get it this way. It didn't work. Well, then they tried kind of randomizing it, and then that sort of worked. And then they tried implementing the red card program on like really, really high value products like the Select, like the PRIZM boxes for basketball to help manual users score a bit more. And unfortunately, that didn't work either. And now we're here waiting basically for a random day each week for Target.com to drop sports cards. JP Peters says, Schultzy, don't like PRIZM Draft Pick Football Blasters. It's not that I don't like them, man. I just don't think that the cards are going to be worth very much long term. They're a lot easier to chase like a rainbow of your favorite players. So if you're trying to do that, then I would highly recommend PRIZM Draft Picks Football Blasters or Cello Packs, to be honest. All right, you guys, it is 5:10. I got to go back and get some sleep. I got some more stuff to do today, but you guys, I apologize. There was no Target.com drop. Unfortunately, nothing happened on this morning, but I'll be back tomorrow morning helping you all out and getting you all cards, hopefully on Target.com for a fat morning drop this week. It was pretty bunk last week. Only 4 products dropped, so that means, you guys, we should be having a massive restock as of this week. Heck yeah. Thanks again to everybody for being here. I will be back on tomorrow, 3:45 a.m. as when the live stream will be starting. See y'all tomorrow. I hopefully will have a video dropping later today. If not, then definitely later tomorrow. And once again, we'll be back live streaming for y'all, hopefully helping you score some cards on Target.com. Miguel T, I see you at the end there, man. I'm going to send you a message later. I know we were talking about the Discord earlier, but I have a couple other things to talk about with you as well. Thanks again, everybody. Hope you all go off and get some rest, or go off and learn a bunch of stuff at school, or make a bunch of money at work this great Tuesday. And we'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday morning, here on Schultzy's Card Pulls. Thanks again, everybody. Smash that like button on your way out if you have not. I'll see you all tomorrow. Schultzy's Card Pulls out. Be good to yourself.